In the run up to May 22nd, when we're getting Mandalorian and Grogu on the big screen, I'm reviewing all of the live action content in the Star Wars universe. Now's time for Star Wars Skeleton Crew. Let's talk about it. Star Wars Skeleton Crew is a television miniseries for Disney Plus, created by John Watts and Christopher Ford, taking place in the same time frame as The Mandalorian and its spin-off shows, and set after the events of Return of the Jedi.
What are you in for? What are you in for?
Skeleton Crew tells the story of 4 kids searching for their home planet after getting lost in the galaxy, and the strange aliens and dangerous places they encounter on their adventure. Roughly 5 years after the fall of the Galactic Empire, 4 children end up on an adventure to make their way home after being lost in a galaxy following a discovery they make on their home planet at Atin, while befriending a Force user. Jude Law stars in the series with Ravi Conyers, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, Ryan Kira Armstrong, Kriana Crater, Robert Timothy Smith, and Nick Frost. This is essentially the Goonies in the Star Wars universe. I did quite enjoy the show. I really have to say it was a breath of fresh air. It brings back these like Amblin vibes of E.T. and the Goonies. Lots of interesting new characters. It feels like something that would be released in the 80s and be quite popular, and actually more authentic than some of the later Stranger Things seasons as well. Now, the highlight of the show, the whole show, is SM33, voiced by Nick Frost. He is brilliant. You get this kind of pirate vibe from this pilot droid, and just one of the most interesting droids that you meet in the Star Wars world. I just found him an interesting character. There's a sense of mystery to him and his ship and everything that comes with him. But there's a sense of adventure, like you're part of this pirate, like you're part of like the Lost Boys in Neverland. It's kind of got this Peter Pan Neverland kind of quality to it that you've never seen in Star Wars before. Is it original? Not at all. It is a complete rip-off of Peter Pan, the Goonies, E.T., all of those kind of things. But it's not really ashamed to do that. It is just a love letter to Spielbergian movies. But what I like is that it's not held down by anything else going on in the universe. It's not having to tie itself to Ahsoka and all that stuff going on in Rebels and leading on from that. It's not tied down by Anakin and Luke and all of that stuff either. It's its own thing, and that's what I like. It's a breath of fresh air. You know, it's not full of Easter eggs. It's not full of a parade of cameos. Very much like the first season of Mando, it's its own self-contained story. But no one was talking about Skeleton Crew when it came out. It's just not a popular show. Not many people were watching it. And I find that with a lot of the Star Wars TV stuff, like no casuals are watching these things. It's all the hardcore fans. I do have to wonder how popular these shows have been. The show is aimed at a younger audience, and for that, and that's what Star Wars did at its best, it translates to older audiences, and they're able to enjoy it just as well because it's focused on that childlike quality that just makes it so exciting and adventurous that it just works for a family. It's notably completely different, like I say, and therefore I think it scares hardcore fans away a little bit. You could say it's skippable and unimportant because nothing really ties to the main story in Star Wars. But that's kind of nice. It's such an easy watch. The characters on their own are nothing special. Like the cast, the children in the cast are great, but on their own they're a little bit kind of empty as characters. They're like shells of characters, but when they're together as an ensemble, it works really well. And you could say the same for the Goonies as well. The pacing is kind of all over the place. It feels like it's a film cut into episodes, and the pacing is just all over the place for that. But I do think it could have worked better as a movie, like just a 2-hour movie, all the best bits in one. It would have been such a fun experience on the big screen. And like I said, after Ahsoka, feels like such an easy watch. Like, it's just so chill. I think I'd like a season 2, but at the same time, I'm not screaming for one. This is just a fun watch that you can just stick on, and also it just makes you want to watch the Goonies and E.T. again. But they do make the 360 wall technology they use. Actually, they make that look magical again in this. They do things that aren't just desert planets, because that's what Star Wars seems to be in these shows, is just desert planet after desert planet. And in this, it just feels a little bit richer and different. There's a lot more color, a lot of colors that pop. And like I said, with the characters being so childlike, it's just a warm kind of vibe that we don't normally get with Star Wars. I thought Ahsoka was very cold feeling. Like, it just felt dark and cold and unwelcoming. And this just feels warm and almost like a Christmas vibe. It sounds weird to say, but like, it just feels warm and inviting and fun. And that's what I liked about Skeleton Crew. There's still that lived-in vibe that we expect from Star Wars, the rustic look of the ships and the locations. It's kind of cool. We get to see like a school, a functioning school for normal kids. We see like a suburban area in Star Wars with houses and stuff, and it's just so strange to see. It's got a great mixture of what feels like prequels visuals and sequel trilogy visuals, I'd say. You'll see droids that you recognize styles of, you'll see creatures that you recognize and races, but it all feels so brand new as well. It's like after school adventures. That's literally what it's like when you were a kid and you went climbing trees in the woods after school, or went and pretended to be Jedis as a child after school or on the playground. That's what this show captures, and it does it so well. I enjoyed Skeleton Crew. Guys, what did you think? Did you like it? Do you dislike it? Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know down in the comment section below. And we've got 3 more Star Wars reviews to do, and also Mandalorian and Grogu, and then I'm going to be doing a ranking. Once Star Wars is out of the way, we're going to be watching some Spielberg movies in the run-up to Disclosure Day, and also going through the Scary Movie franchise as well. If you like that, consider subscribing, and I'll see you with the next one. Take care of yourselves.